We might actually back. We are so back, guys. That was incredibly impressive. City have just battered Juventus 5-2 in the final Club World Cup game to secure top spot, and I bloody love that. I truly loved it. Pretty much every positive you could glean from a game of football, City just managed it. Of course, we conceded a couple of goals, but overall, that was scintillating football. So much fun. The best football we've seen in well over a year from Manchester City Football Club, and I truly cannot wait to see where the City side goes from here. It looks like there are so many reasons to be positive, and I'm delighted. I don't even know where to start talking about that, but the top level feeling is one of City coming back. I tweeted in February that I felt City were going to win the league comfortably next year. It was just a gut instinct telling me that this City side were going to turn around. They were going to find the right little tools to fix it in the summer. The new signings would come good, and we'd just find that hunger again. Guardiola would turn it around, and I think we have, I think we're going to. Like, Juventus are a good side. We just battered them 5-2, and I know they scored once again a couple of goals, but that was utter dominance. That was City putting down a marker to the rest of Europe and the Premier League and the world, the Club World Cup, that this City side have got an awful lot to improve. It was truly, utterly special. And I want to say immediately, if you are as excited as I am about that, please consider downloading OneFootball. It would be massively appreciated. I'm using the app right now to look at the stats from the game right here alongside me. City 76% possession against Juventus, 11 shots to their 2. Their 2 shots on target both ended up in goals typically. But either way, we won 55% of our duels as well. We had 24 shots in total and 11 on target. Ridiculous stuff. Absolutely ridiculous. 16 shots inside the box, 9 outside the box. We won 58% of our tackles as well. We won 60% of our aerial duels. Intercepting the ball constantly. 771 passes to their 239. 94% pass accuracy. So good, man. So assertive. Winning the ball up the pitch. If you want to help support the channel, I implore you, please click the link in the description below. Click the link in the pinned comment as well. Just help support the channel, A Lifelong Blue here, and download it. Give it a go. If you're not sure, so be it, whatever. But give it a go. It's absolutely free. Millions of people use it, and you get all your City news, your transfer news, and your FIFA Club World Cup news, and any other news that you want to get. I mean, look at the amount of followers they've got. 714,000 followers and over millions of downloads. So give it a download. It's absolutely appreciated. Do it right now. But let's talk about that once again, guys. Honestly, just so good. Just stupidly good. I love that. I absolutely loved it. So many reasons to feel ridiculously positive about this squad, and I can't really think of any glaring weaknesses that this squad have got either. There's no glaring weaknesses. Of course, you'd take improvements in certain roles, but even if you ask most Manchester City fans where you'd improve before this game, most would probably say right back. And then you go today and you see a performance of Matheus Nunes that good, where he looks like one of the best right backs. Look, if that was a 21-year-old attacking right back, people would be desperate to sign him 50 million. Am I wrong? Absolutely not. And that's the thing is, and you guys know how I've talked about Nunes in the past. I can sit here and go, yeah, look, he looks like a cracking right back right now. I still maintain we probably still need a senior one who could be offer a more physical defensive alternative like a Livramento. But as an option against for 85% of the games, absolutely a brilliant attacking right back. So then you think, well, where are the weaknesses? Like, where are the weaknesses? Like the glaring weaknesses, like the painful weaknesses. There are none. I think we could probably get better at right back still, but it's not like they're not terrible. They're still good players. Rico and Nunes, they're going to keep the ball. I'd be fine with Kusanov locking down one side, you know what I mean? And then I go to the new signings. Where do I even start? I'm going to start with ait-nouri because he was the first in this game to impress me. Ryan ait-nouri is fucking brilliant. He's absolutely fantastic. Has a big, massive green tick right next to his name. And the assist early on for Doku, the beauty of that inside pass to make Doku take the touch and cut in and score. And then, of course, he completed 2 crosses in the game. He attempted 2 crosses and he completed 2 crosses. Just going out wide and creating chances like that. Technically fantastic, technically brilliant in terms of his pass decision making, just so good. And his link up play, with Doku was so good. Doku, brilliant. Mr. Roll Up with a super chat as well. Thank you so much, my friend, with a super chat. Please get your super chats in if you want to, of your thoughts on the game. I'll give him some reads out. But yeah, he said Doku is 100% improving, so it is possible. Yeah, of course it is possible. He's definitely getting better, and look, the goal was nice. His work rate was really good. He was strong. He was assertive. A lovely finish. That's what I want to see more of. And who knows, maybe having another actual threat on that left side who can go wide. makes things easier for Doku. It's almost like Doku's been crying out for an overlapping fullback for an awful long time now to create space for him. I mean, he has been, to fair to Doku. The guy needs an overlapping fullback. And ait-nouri is that guy, a high-level footballer, a truly high-level footballer. And then you go to Tijana Reinders, by the way. That's another massive tick there. Reinders just special. So good. Like, it's so good. Reinders managed the whole game today, and I've not seen a player come into City's midfield that suits it this good ever. Like, immediately that good. Rodri took a long time. Obviously, it was Silva, De Bruyne, etc. But I mean, under Guardiola, no. Immediately that good straight away in the centre. Reinders, I know it's only the Club World Cup and so on, but I mean, look at his stats here, by the way. Reinders, 83 passes out of 86 completed. 3 key passes. Fantastic. He got forward, playing beautiful passes. He drove into the box to try and get on the end of chances himself. He was back winning the ball, picking up the ball from the centre-backs, spraying it out wide constantly. Just unbelievably perfect. Just so smart, exactly where he should be at all times, physically capable, closing down, just fantastic, absolutely fantastic. A massive big old tick. ait-nouri, a massive big old tick. And I'm going to talk about what ait-nouri's done because I'm going to talk about the improvements. Like, Nico Riley was really good last season when he came in. Guardiola's been an absolute revelation at times with his unicorn-like ability. But neither of them as good as being a traditional wide creator as ait-nouri, because ait-nouri is a proper left-sided player. You can see that guy was born on the touchline. Like, he is, like the whole, what's the Bane quote? Let me Google the Bane Shadows quote. Like, the quote is, oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted dark. I was born in it, molded by it. ait-nouri, oh, you think that the touchline is your ally? You merely adopted the left-sided role. I was born in it, moulded by it. And that's what I look at ait-nouri and I see that guy, he was born to play on that left channel and to get forward. He's a natural fullback and he creates so comfortably from that side. And that's what you get. Guardiola now doesn't have to become this weird transitional thing there. You get a guy who can just do it for fun because he's so comfortable. Nico Riley was really good, but it's another level. That's another level of comfortableness in terms of darting past people, because that's what he does. That's just what he does. No square pegs in round holes. Just a fucking beautiful big square peg slotted perfectly into that role. Brilliant. And then Reinders once again. No square pegs in round holes, just a beautiful number 8 slotted perfectly into that team. Those two have improved Manchester City massively. They are a massive uptick in the roles currently. And I know, like, Guardiola was really good, but ait-nouri is more what we need on that side, because Guardiola was great, but creatively he doesn't have the dribbling ability of ait-nouri that way in terms of the acceleration to go past people, more of a winger that way. It's an improvement in terms of what we need. Not necessarily saying ait-nouri's a better player than Guardiola, but what we need, absolutely. Now, Guardiola can play left centre-back as well and use his technical ability to create be even better. He's better there. Look, it's perfect, man. A couple more super chats as well. Massively appreciate it. Brian saying Doku and Savinho scoring, 20 goals next season. Who knows, man? At least between them, they should be getting that. Absolutely, Brian. Love you, mate. Thank you for the super chat. I think Doku should be aiming for 10, 12, 13 goals next season. Savinho, look, at least get 10, mate, and 15 assists. Cassie said the eye test here was the best in the world. We are so back, my friend. Maybe we are. Maybe, look, well, PSG are currently, obviously. But we're a lot better than we realise. And I've been banging that drum that we're going to be a lot closer than people realise. Thank you so much, mate. But yeah, Reinders, a massive tick. ait-nouri, massive tick. Go to Rodri now. Like, Rodri, 60-odd minutes there he played in the end. 66 minutes. Only gave the ball away 4 times on passes. A key pass as well there. 79 touches, 71 passes, 67 completed. Long balls accurate. No, still a little bit rusty, absolutely, but miles better than his first game back. And he's getting better and better. And 60-odd minutes there against Juventus in the humidity. Look, Rodri, I've seen enough to know that Rodri's already going to be back. And Rodri and Reinders, this is a cheat code, man. Like, no one can touch that midfield. No one can touch it together. Then you had Shirky there, Foden there, even Bernardo. Like, Bernardo Bernardo free of the shackles of having to be the guy to create something because the midfield was so stagnant at times last season. Bernardo is going to be absolutely fine as that incredibly smart captain who will knit everything together, he will cover all the ground, he will keep the ball, he'll be tactically smart, he will fucking battle for you, he'll be a warrior. Bernardo's free to be that Bernardo again, and he's going to be a cracking leader. So that midfield, Bernardo, Reinders, Rodri, he's so smart and so physical in its own way. Bernardo physical in his intensity, that is a great midfield. But then if you want the creativity, add Foden or Shirky there. It's so good, man. It's so good. And Nunes, as I was saying, look, I've always maintained that I thought Nunes, as a midfielder, was a waste of money. It didn't work. It was a failure. And my standing is that I still feel like I wouldn't trust Nunes in a big game, in Champions League game, because I think defensively he's got those mistakes in him. But I absolutely, hand on heart, with great humility, would admit I've underestimated his ability to work on a role that well. I admire the man relentlessly. I truly do. I think his work rate and his desire to improve has made him an absolute essential part of this squad right now. Like, I don't know if he'll be the first choice right back, but he suits this overlapping fullback role so well that he's almost worth the potential mistake in this side. Like, I don't know if it's starting once again against Bayern Munich or PSG in a Champions League important game, but against 80% of the teams we play against, yes. Absolutely. And he's getting better and better, as Lizzie said. Yeah, absolutely. Give him time. You know what? And look, once again, 2 assists today, you would argue. He'll only get 1 assist because 1 was an own goal. But he's overlapping, run, created the goal for Kalulu, who went to Lulu. And he defended really well. He defended really nicely a couple of times. And I mean, look at that pass completion, by the way. 87 passes, 82 completed, 94%, 112 touches. 2 key passes, of course, a beautiful assist for Erling Haaland. Reinders with a gorgeous through ball. Nunes has got so much athleticism, such a desire to improve that he has to be considered. As I said at the top of the video, look, if he was a 21-year-old fullback right now, we'd be begging City to sign him for 40-30 million. He's better than Wesley, put it that way. He's better than that Wesley fella already. So Nunes deserves to stay. He deserves to stay, 100%. Those Kyle Walker 2018 runs, you're right. Steve Tompkins is right. That's 2017-18 Kyle Walker with the overlapping runs, because the pace he's got is ridiculous. Then you got ait-nouri. He's got the more technical dribbling ability. Ait-nouri. What I love about ait-nouri, by the way, he can go any way. He can just go inwards, outwards. It's just great. I love it. It's so versatile. And then I get to who else is on the pitch there. Then I get to, Marmoush was good, worked really hard, a couple of key passes. Kanji didn't have a good game. I thought he was culpable for basically both. For the second goal, a couple of slight bozo moments. Ederson, of course, culpable for the first goal. Ederson will be fine. He's still the most suitable goalkeeper in world football for us, probably, you'd argue. That was a bad mistake from Ederson, but it'll be fine. But I think you get Guardiola in there and you're a much better side. I would love Kusnov personally as well. Look, I will always admit if I get something wrong, and Nunes has definitely proved me wrong, because Zach saying Nunes has got Stephen White to stay, done wonders. Look, and you're right, everyone could turn on him if he makes a mistake. I'm going to try not to do that, and if I do that, remind me. I maintain, I do think he's got, the yips in him. I think he could absolutely make a mistake. In a big game, like Cancelo did it a few times as well, where he'd just switch off in big games, and I maintain we wouldn't have won the treble with Cancelo, because he had just big moments in big games where defensively he'd lose his head a little bit, and I think Nunes has got a little bit of that. But going forward, man, as long as we cover his deficiencies, really, really good. And maybe his confidence, maybe the mistakes go if he finds his confidence. And then we go onto the bench as well. Going to the bench, and we watch Haaland come on and score, and Haaland's work rate was fantastic. It wasn't just a goal, which it was a clumsy finish, but it's 2 key passes. The pass that led to the dribble that led to Foden's goal, which of course was aimed at Foden, but Savinho found it, went to Foden, goal. But then a couple of other moments were really nice as well, little give and goes and so on, aggressive and hungry. And then Shirky, once again, just a lovely little cameo. What I love about Shirky is that there was a moment where Shirky got the ball deep, and he just decided to up the pace, play a little ball to Foden, By the way, 700 people watching, by the way, and 116 likes. Come on, we can do better than that. Let's at least double those likes to get to 300 likes. And also, by the way, if you're watching and you're new to the channel, 700 people watching, at least 100 of them aren't going to be subscribed. Please subscribe to the channel. I need 28 more to get to 74,500. It'd be nice to get there, even on this video. So give the channel a video like, subscribe to the channel. Lifelong City fan. I think I'm pretty reasonable. I know my football, and I give you a good broad overview of the game. So if you want to watch a passionate City fan just talk good shit about football, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'm sure people who've been watching for a long time will give credence to that statement from myself, and hopefully you enjoy just a sensible person talking about football. But yeah, do it right now. Get the likes up. Come on, guys, we can do it. But yeah, Shirky, like he got on the ball, and he just dictates things, man. Like he was that little bit where he passed the ball to Foden, so Foden just turned and ran, and Shirky immediately overlapped him, and he found the pass back to him. And it was a cross. It was nipped out for a corner, but he nearly found Haaland. Just like that, they got the ball in the centre of the pitch. 2 passes later, a cross that nearly found Haaland. He just forces things to happen. He forces 1-2s, and it's just a real injection of quality. That's obvious, evident that he's got there, and he can't get the ball off him. Foden as well, man. Foden, that's a different Phil Foden, lads. That is a different Phil Foden from last season. Looks really confident. Of course, it was a tap-in, but he attempted a couple of dribbles too that didn't necessarily always come off, but looks really, really encouraging. Yeah, and look, then when you add to this Kusanov, Vardial, Vitor Reis, Gonzalez, Oscar Bob, I am incredibly encouraged by the way this Manchester City side is heading. I think there's no real negativity there to have. Like, obviously we conceded a couple of goals, but Heneen with a good point there, by the way. Heneen said if Ederson makes mistakes and he's okay, then same sentiment should be afforded to Nunes. No. Anyway, come on, City. Yeah, fair enough, man. I mean, Ederson's sort of proven it for years overall that I would say Ederson is a unique level footballer where, I mean, his mistakes aren't that common usually in terms of on the ball, where Ederson has an attribute that City just absolutely need necessarily. And you could argue that maybe that overlapping aggression that Nunes has is something that's quite rare too, and that maybe we need that. So maybe, maybe that's a way of looking at it too. But yeah, it's a good point, mate. But, there's a different level of credit in the bank for those players. But it's a good point, Henning. And look, as I said, I'm willing to write the slate clean and give him a go. Not that he needs my, approval, but just saying, I think he's earned it from all of us, and I think he's more than good enough. I forgot to talk about Savinho, by the way. Yeah, the leeway is earned, not given. I think it is. I think you earn the leeway through constant performances, and I think so far. No, yeah, as AJ said perfectly, Nunes hasn't been a stonewall part of our defence for nearly a decade. Yeah, Ederson has been has won leagues and championships and changed how football is perceived in this country in terms of keepers. He has. Ederson has literally changed football in England. And Ederson's mistakes are coming after, years of success. So Nunes is since day one. So you're right, but Ederson is a legend for Manchester City in terms of goalkeeping. He's changed how goalkeepers play in this country. So, it's different. But you're right to an extent. But there's a counter argument there. But anyway. I forgot to mention Savinho as well. Savinho, mate, where did that goal come from? Unbelievable. Incredible goal from Savinho, by the way. That right-footed finish in the top corner, Jesus Christ, ridiculous. An absolute rocket in off the crossbar. Look, when you're hot, you're hot. And the City right now, everything they touch turns to gold. Unbelievable goal. And of course, he got an assist as well. Really nice stuff from Savinho. Had a crack. I've just forgotten who his assist went for. Who did his assist go for? I am tired. Someone literally, I can't remember in the chat. Doku's was ait-nouri. I've forgotten who was assist for. Someone remind me who was assist for. I've forgotten who scored because my head has gone. Foden, that was it. Yeah, it was the Foden tapping. That's why I think it was it was the Foden assist as well. You have to be there, to be fair. You tapped the back post and he got on the edge of the pass. So look, I know it was a tapping, but it was, yeah. So thank you for everyone in the chat. Yeah, the Foden assist, but you got the assist to the goal, and that they are stats, mate, and you take them, won't you? you take it all day. Out of the Shadow with a big shout here, by the way, in the super chat. Out of the Shadow says, Savinho will become better than Vinny. Look, I hope you're right, mate. I think Savinho's incredibly naturally talented, and he, in a better side. By the way, he got the most assists of any Man City player in the Premier League last season with 8, and he was largely sort of pillared towards the end of the season. People saying he was not good enough, and I feel he'll be even better this year in a better side. So Savinho, do not write him off. Quality footballer, and I'm glad that we've got him. By the way, please download OneFootball once again. It's in the pinned comment. It's in the link in the description below. Give it a go. It's absolutely wonderful. You will not regret it. And it helps support, once again, me on this channel. I want to go to the quotes from Guardiola because they're particularly really, really encouraging. Some quotes after the game from the players I think are important to go. Let's go to our captain first. Bernardo Silva. He may as well be his Guardiola because he's little... is his son, isn't he, basically? Bernardo said, we're very happy with what we did against the top team. We managed to control the game, keep the ball. Apart from little mistakes we made individually, it was probably the best performance we've had at this tournament. Qualified first, and we're very happy. He said, it's just another win, an important win because it makes us first. I don't know if it's a statement or not. It's 3 points. Happy to be in the US, happy to qualify for 16, and we're in this to win. What else did he say? Now it's kill or be killed, and we have to be ready for the next stage of important games, and we're going to prepare well. He said, we have a big squad, especially for the tournament and hopefully the season. The impact these players have had, it's not just this game, but other games, has been massive. He speaks like a captain, by the way. He speaks like a captain, Bernardo Silva, and he is a captain. Bernardo's going to be better this season, by the way. As I said, free from the shackles of a relentlessly boring Man City, Bernardo will concentrate on being that incredibly reliable elder statesman who's going to run in big games for you. Bernardo, as he rightfully said, I don't need to talk about Rodri. His career speaks for itself. He's really important for us. Hopefully he can get his fitness is better and better to be back. Yeah, he will do. I've got no doubt he will. I think Rodri does not fear anything, and I think it's going to be fantastic. And we're going to stroll through games. Bernardo Guardiola has a ring to it. It does, AJ, he does. Guardiola's quotes here, clearly delighted. He said, it's a long, long time since we made a performance like today. With and without the ball, the players are committed. We talked about what we have to improve to be who we were in the past. Happy to finish first against the top side, and proved it in the past for recent games. We're waiting for who will be our opponent. He's right. This is not a flash in the pan performance. This was a performance full of quality, composure, work rate, intelligent. This was a performance where City deserved to win 5-2, and look, obviously Juventus is not Juventus at the very best, but this was City being dominant. This was a deserved win. This was not like, it's just a sort of pre-season game, and I know it is early on and all that kind of stuff, but this was absolutely a reason to be encouraged. Take the win here. Take it, enjoy it. This was an awful lot of brilliance on display here from a very good Manchester City side. And Guardiola will be buzzing. And you see Kolo Touré, James French, Pep Linders, it was one of the goals they were all celebrating together. And I look at the dynamic, a new set piece guy, incredibly intense coach who loves pressing, and he's a tactical zealot like Guardiola is. And then Kolo Touré, who is an incredible leader, incredible energy. And I don't know what he's like tactically, but what I do know is that he's worked with some great managers and he's an absolute winner, and he's incredibly likable. The vibes just seem relentless. Everyone's got a good role, and I look around and you've got, and I was saying during my watch long as well on bigup.com, like, I don't know what Kolo's like tactically because he's never spoken about it. Where Linders, we know what he's like tactically. He's got his own sort of his own manifest and all that kind of stuff about how he views the game. We don't know how Kolo views the game. But what I do know is Kolo's been a captain. Kolo's very likable, and I'm guessing here, but I wouldn't be surprised if the players trust Kolo. And Brian Kidd wasn't this genius like tactician, but Brian Kidd was incredibly likable for years. That sometimes you need a guy who can put your arm around you that the players trust. And I think Kolo will be that. Kolo is the happy is there. And I think Kolo is clearly such a very likable part of the squad. And I reckon if I was a 20-year-old young footballer like Kusanov or whatever who's just joined Manchester City, I wouldn't want to challenge Guardiola about shampoo. Easter egg there for you. I wouldn't want to challenge Guardiola full stop because he's quite intimidating. Guardiola's a very intimidating man. But I bet they talk to Kolo because Kolo go, "You're right, mate. Come on, what are you thinking about?" And Kolo would feed that back to Guardiola gracefully and elegantly because he's been a captain. You need that, man. You need that. You absolutely do need that. And that's not to say Kolo's just a clown. He's not. He's way smarter than that. Kolo is a people person, and he's a winner. He's a tactical. He was a great footballer as well. He's won leagues, and who's been at the highest level. And he's worked with some great managers as well. But he's also, he's got that respect, and that matters an awful lot. So, overall, I just think that the vibes are really good, and I'm very encouraged by it. And I know this is, once again, it's just City. It's at that pre-season feel, but. And look, there you go. I was about to say what Guardiola's just said. I was about to say essentially this. It's just one game. It is. This is what I was about to say. As Guardiola's put it more eloquently. I was going to say it's just one game, but it felt good. And Guardiola said, listen, it's just one game, but I think today, more than anything, the players felt again what we have to do to be a good team. Exactly what I was about to say. And I'm glad Guardiola's come out and said that, because I was going to say it felt good. And as I said 2 minutes ago, I was saying, I know that this was City playing well. This wasn't just a pre-season-y feel. This was City playing well. And Guardiola's come out and said that too. There's no more secrets than that, you know. It's not necessarily for West Ham, they played and they knew it. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to quote tweet this right now. 1000%. This wasn't just some weird pre-season-y type game where you score loads. This was an actual excellent performance. Enjoy it. And genuinely, it really was. You take it seriously, in my opinion. Like I think Guardiola is right to enjoy it. You know, 100%. It was serious. That was a serious win. Guardiola said on Rodri, we missed him a lot, right? I had the feeling last season we had an incredible team, but lots of problems, injuries. Which team is not going to miss the best player in the world? His composure. He knows exactly what he has to do with the ball, his personality, many things. I don't expect him to play as much minutes after 45, but he said a few more. And the game was good in the second half with control. And after, okay, he'll be ready for the next one. Rodri asked to play longer. That's a good sign. So he played another 20 minutes after that. That's good, man. I've said this aggressively, and I maintain this. Rodri doesn't fix everything, but if Rodri stayed fit last season, we are challenging Liverpool. I 1 billion % believe that. Rodri's that good that the dynamic of Manchester City Football Club changes. We keep the ball more. We run less because we get the ball. His aura helps us win games. We get less injuries probably because we're running less and we're not panicking and players aren't being forced back. We're just better with Rodri there. We probably win a lot more games and we're a lot closer. We don't go on that spell with Rodri there. Rodri, we might have even won the league last season with Rodri there. I know that sounds wild, but trust me, one player can change, the dynamic of a season. Absolutely. And he's that good. Rodri is that good. Like he's that good, genuinely. Of course, we don't go 1 in 13. Everything about City changes like 100%. 100%. Like I really believe in sliding doors moments in life. Like one thing can change everything, and it might be. And this sounds awful, but it might be the best thing that ever happened to City. Yeah, exactly. He didn't lose in 70-something games that are over City. Like I think Rodri is that level good. So I think things would have been very different. Guardiola said everyone gave an incredible performance. You're right, everyone played well, apart from maybe Akanji. Yeah, but even Akanji kept the ball really nicely. Look, that was ridiculously good fun. I thoroughly enjoyed that. It was a reason to be excited and look forward to what City could achieve next season. Look, I think we could win this competition, and I hope City go far in this. And I look around, and we've got a solid chance of doing this, man. We're a real solid chance of doing it, and I think this would be an incredible statement if City could win this competition. And I don't fear Real Madrid. And look, everything can happen. Anything can happen. We could lose to a fluke goal or something like against Madrid and hit the crossbar 5 times. But what I do know is that City look real. The improvements are notable. The players that we've signed are helping. Some players have come back fresh and hungry. The balance looks way more natural than it ever has done for a long time. No, that was good. That was good. And I can't wait to see. Guys, give the video a like. Download OneFootball. It's in the pinned comment. I'll be back tomorrow for 5 things that we learned. I'm buzzing from that. Thank you to everyone watching these videos. There's so many people watching right now. You're all legends, but I'm tired, so I'm going to end it there. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Up the Blues. We are so unbelievably back, baby.